for some fun.
Anna Williams.
With her fiancé assassinated by her own sister, Anna Williams enters the Tekken 7 tournament to exact vengeance on Nina and to settle the score once and for all. Unlike Nina, who's more compact and safe, Anna is a high-risk, high-reward gambler's character. She's very good at getting in the opponent's face and forcing them into life or death situations. This is a double-edged sword, however, and Anna struggles against strong defensive players who know how to get around her options. Anna has some of the best tools in the game for closing the gap from mid to close range. Her quarter circle forward 1 and forward forward 2 are both plus on block highs. Quarter circle forward 1 combos on counter hit and recovers quickly, while forward forward 2 is a homing move. To deter crouching, she can use forward forward 3, which also tracks to her weak side. While this is unsafe, it can be awkward to punish due to the string extension and cancel into Chaos Judgment stance. Once in, Anna can effectively chip away at the opponent's health while keeping them locked down with her pokes. Her down forward 1-2 string is the same as Nina's, allowing her to comfortably step after either hit and keep her offense going. Meanwhile, down forward 4 is very good for lockdown, especially since it covers her weak side. This forces crouch and gives you a lot of frame advantage. However, it's launch punishable by most characters on block. If the opponent ever tries to press buttons when they shouldn't be, Anna can land a combo with her Magic 4. While poking, Anna can shift seamlessly into her mix-up game. In crouch, she has an unseeable low that leads to a full combo, and a plethora of mids to mix it up with. Alternatively, Chaos Judgment stance also boasts damaging mids and lows, with fast highs to deter retaliation. Anna's combos are all very damaging, so when she lands a counter hit or gets the right read on the opponent, it can be potentially round-ending. On top of this, Anna becomes much scarier when she has rage, giving her some strong comeback potential. Her rage art is fast and has surprising range, making it a powerful punishment tool. On top of this, her rage drive pushes her already high combo damage even further. Anna is almost certainly the single character who is most transformed by access to floor break. It improves the consistency on her fully crouch sweep follow-up with down 3-4-1, gives her some cool new combos, and turns many moves such as her power crush into launchers. So, on Forgotten Realm, Anna shoots up the tier list all the way into the dizzying heights of average. Anna has some of the worst block punishment in the game. Anything beyond her basic jab or crouching 11-frame punishment is well below average. In particular, she can't launch punish a lot of moves that other characters can, making certain matchups very difficult for her. As mentioned though, this does improve considerably once she has rage. Anna is very weak to sidestep right. Either when poking or going for a mix-up, a lot of Anna's best options are beaten by this. To counteract stepping, she either needs to use a slow homing move, which opens her up to counter hits, or take a risk with down forward 4, which is launch punishable. Anna can also use down 4 to catch sidestep right, but this isn't very rewarding, and it's susceptible to being low parried or crushed. Anna is just a very committal and risky character in general. Her best approach tools are high, while many of her close-range options can be sidestepped. Her Chaos Judgment stance mix-ups are not only a risky double-edged sword, but can be utterly erased by characters like Akuma, even without meter. While her lows are dangerous, they are also almost all launch punishable. Against opponents who are aware of these weaknesses, you'll need to have strong conditioning skills to be successful with Ana in long sets. Ana's consistency in Tekken 7 has been improved over a couple of patches, from abysmal to not very good. In particular, her sweep from crouch is extremely finicky when determining whether Ana can get the full juggle with down forward 4-1. And sometimes even her supposedly reliable down 3-4-1 follow-up will miss. Ana's Season 3 changes are a little disappointing considering the gaps in her game, but she is still quite a bit stronger. Her most useful buff is a new move in running 2-3. This is very punishable, so isn't much use in the neutral, but is a powerful addition to her already strong combo game, since it allows Ana to consistently wall carry even after her longer combos. Forward 4 is now a wall bounce. By itself, this is quite risky at -14, but the real utility is that it's guaranteed after a down forward 1+2 shove on counter hit, which is +1 on block. This makes her wall game quite a bit scarier, and when considered in tandem with her improved wall carry, makes Ana even more explosive than before. Punishment was Ana's real weakness though. Back 2-2 now gives down back 3+4-3 on hit, making it a somewhat decent 15-frame punisher now. However, its range is still horrible, and it can be slapped back by other female characters. Ana also received several other minor buffs which aren't much in isolation, but do add up. Her down forward 1 now has less pushback on hit, making her pressure game slightly stronger. Ana's low crush from Chaos Judgment is now slightly safer. Her big scary low from crouch was listed as having better tracking, but we can't really see much of a tangible difference here. And finally, how could we forget? Her while standing 1 now does 1 point more damage. As far as nerfs go, Ana was thankfully more or less untouched. Quarter circle forward 4 no longer knocks down, and instead leads to a ballerina stun, which is a common change throughout Season 3. No more Okizeme though means that this move is overall slightly weaker. So, while none of Ana's weaknesses have really been addressed, her existing strengths have been pushed even further. When it comes to long sets, Ana is perhaps the weakest character in the game. She's constantly having to take disproportionate risks in every facet of her game plan, and really crumbles against strong defensive players. Having said that, due to her explosive, high-damage playstyle, she can do surprisingly well in tournaments. You just better hope that Lady Luck is on your side.
Happiness is just a word to me, and it might have meant a thing or two if I'd known the difference.
Thank you very much for watching. As ever, we've created a PDF of this guide for your convenience. Please see the description for a link. These videos are made possible through the generosity of our patrons. If you enjoy our content, please consider supporting. Stand by. Waiting in the stalls is Armor King.